Join Christina Ferrari, whose face has graced hundreds of magazines worldwide, a TV talk show host, and a loving and devoted mother, as we find out if you really can breathe away unwanted inches.
Oxycise.
My guest today is a woman who says she has the answer. She's developed an astonishing program that is different from anything you've ever tried. A simple method that claims you can reshape your body by breathing. It's called the Oxycise system. Frankly, when I heard about Oxycise, I thought it was too far out. It could never work. But I admit I wanted to try Oxycise to see if it would work for me. I promise I'll get into my own personal story a little bit later. But first, let me tell you a little bit about the woman who created Oxycise. Jill Johnson had her own struggles with being overweight and unhealthy. She knows firsthand the social, emotional, and physical challenges of being large in a body-conscious world. It's my pleasure to introduce you to a woman who says we can get off the diet merry-go-round and get great results with her revolutionary Oxycise breathing system. Jill Johnson. Hi, Jill.
Oh, hi, Christina. I'm thrilled to be here.
You know, everybody seems to be so obsessed with fat grams and losing weight and just looking great. Why do you think that is?
I mean, from the time you're little, if you're overweight, you get made fun of. Teachers don't think you're as smart. When you're older, you don't get the better jobs. It's a big problem.
I've tried lots of things to slim down. What kind of experiences have you had?
I was a chubby kid. I was a chubby teenager. I had dance teachers tell me I couldn't be on dance teams because my thighs were too thick. And I did all the diets, all the things that everybody does. And then I went to the unhealthy things and tried the pills and some of the wacky diets that are out there.
Right.
And then I discovered the secret.
So what is the secret?
The secret is the power of oxygen. I went from a size 16 to a size 6.
Oh my gosh.
I lost over 50 pounds and have kept that off for 13 years.
Wow, Jill, that is incredible. So what is the Oxycise system?
Let me start off by telling you what it isn't. It's not starvation. It's not taking any chemicals or pills in your body. It's not sweating, and it's not heavy impact on your bones and joints. In fact, I like to call Oxycise a zero-impact aerobic breathing program.
Well, you know, all the aerobics that I've ever done, you know, I had to jump, and I'm huffing and puffing and sweating, and it's just too hard.
Well, why are you huffing and puffing?
Because I'm out of breath?
That's right. When you do it, the whole purpose of the aerobics is to increase oxygen to your body. But you don't have to jump up and down to increase oxygen. You know, I bring that up and people will say, Jill, I breathe all the time, so why am I still fat?
And what do you say?
Well, look at how you're breathing. The problem is most people are shallow breathers. Put your hand on your chest right now. Go ahead and try it at home. How much movement is there? We use barely 1/5 of our lungs in normal daily life. How much oxygen do you think you're getting to your cells with that kind of shallow breathing?
Probably not much.
That's right. Let me ask you this. Do you sigh often? Do you tire easily? Do you wake up tired in the morning? Do you ever feel short of breath? Is your breathing shallow? If any of these answers were yes, then you need Oxycise. What Oxycise does is teach you how to breathe powerfully, deeply, use the entire capacity of your lungs. In my program, I teach you these simple breathing techniques, which anyone can do. Combine them with flexing and contracting all your muscles. It's only a 15-minute routine. And people see results in as little as 2 weeks.
Oxycise.
With the Oxycise system, once I started that, I saw inches come off within a matter of 2 weeks, which was really encouraging. So and then the energy level on top of that was a real big plus. So that's really what hooked me.
You know, one of the nice things about Oxycise, you don't have to change the way you eat to make it work. I lost inches, I lost body fat, and it was enjoyable.
In just 2 weeks, I lost 2 inches off my waist and went down a pant size. Now that is amazing to me that something so simple could bring such great results.
You know, I think that is so great. I know most programs take so long, and you know, I quit long before I see results. What do you say to the skeptics out there who would have to be thinking that Oxycise just sounds too good to be true?
Well, people would probably expect me to say, well, why don't you go ahead and buy it and try it and you'll find out for yourself? Well, I've got something else that I think will convince you even more.
Oxycise.
In terms of weight control, the key goal is to try to increase your caloric expenditure. And any way you can do that has got to be beneficial. Well, when somebody told me that all you had to do was do some deep breathing exercises, I was very skeptical that they had something that really worked. The way we can measure directly the caloric expenditure of any type of activity is by using the equipment which we call indirect calorimetry, which is gas analyzation equipment. And in fact, that's what we did in our laboratory. We used the gas analyzers to measure the caloric cost of the Oxycise program. What we did was we measured their resting metabolism initially, and then we had the two subjects do the Oxycise. And what we found was that the Oxycise was approximately 4 times resting value. After we compared it to resting, we had the subjects pedal a bicycle, and what we found was that in both subjects, the caloric cost of the Oxycise was 140% higher than pedaling the bicycle unloaded. Now, this is very surprising to me that by just doing a breathing exercise that somebody could achieve that kind of caloric expenditure. Many people who don't like to exercise or don't find time for it, I think can probably benefit from this program.
Oxycise.
I gained a huge amount of weight with my pregnancy. I gained about 55, 60 pounds. And that's why I tried Oxycise, because I thought I'll try anything at this point. I'm just desperate. But after using Oxycise, I lost 4 inches off my stomach and 2 inches off my waist. And it's looking like I'm gonna get back to where I wanna be, which is great.
People that, come across and say, Heather, you're just glowing, you're radiant, what have you been doing? I wish I could feel that way. I'm like, you can. And I tell them about Oxycise and they think, oh, it's too good to be true. And I tell them it isn't.
I turned 50. It seemed as though overnight I blew up. I gained 40 pounds. I went from a size 12 dress to a size 22. After trying everything, my friend Jerry told me about Oxycise. After just 2 weeks of using the Oxycise program, I lost a total of 17 inches. I was so surprised. And after 60 days, I have lost 4 dress sizes. It's the best. I'll never stop breathing with Oxycise.
I know Oxycise works because it worked for me too. I measured before starting the program, and in just 6 weeks, I've lost 3 inches in my hips.
Yes.
3.5 inches in my waist.
All right.
Thank you. 2.5 inches off both my thighs.
Oh, that's wonderful. And I hope you'll give Oxycise a chance to work for you too.
We'll be right back.
You may have wasted hundreds of dollars on disappointing diets, dangerous drugs, and endless exercise. But now the Oxycise system will teach you how to harness the slimming power of oxygen for just $39.95. Jill's straightforward Oxycise handbook reveals why most other methods doom you to failure and how Oxycise guarantees your success. Video 1 introduces the basic breathing techniques and body positions. These hold the secrets to reshaping your body. Video 2 leads you through the simple 15-minute Oxycise workout. You'll feel the results immediately. To track your success, you get Jill's Oxycise success chart and handy measuring tape. You'll be amazed at how fast you'll see results. And when you call within the next 18 minutes, you'll get Jill's on-the-go commuter routine audio tape absolutely free.